Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video, I'm going to show you my new dream setup for portable solutions. So if you know my channel, I love to work fast as I can because I am extremely busy. And this setup really makes me able to do that. This is my laptop and this is the Zeuslap Z14W. So basically what I have is a single Type-C cable connected to my laptop, and I got two separated monitor. With a hinge, I can move it around. I will show you in a minute. And I am right now extended my monitors. So I got three different monitors. Right now I have Photoshop here, Illustrator here, Premiere Pro here. You might see the screens a little gray. That's normal. The camera is tuned to auto expose, and this is kind of like a darkroom setup because I want to show you this setup as this is kind of like my working scenario late at night, cozy lights, and I am editing and working, emailing. So first thing is first, let me just close the apps so I can show you the windows. That way you will have a clear idea. The video is HDR. It might seem a little bit of pale, but it's actually not. You're going to see some angles. And first thing is first, this device has lots of modes. Right now I'm connected with one Type-C cable through my Asus VivoBook laptop. And it's a 16-inch, but this is Z14W. This is 14-inch, two monitors, Full HD, IPS, touch. So we can use this to control the windows. But in this video, I'm not focusing on the touch because it will even increase more for the video's sake. But I will tell you what you can do with this screen. The build quality was amazing for me. I wasn't expecting like that. So you're going to see the build quality close up in the box opening section and also the box content. Like I will be literally playing with it. I shaked it a lot. I wasn't expecting the hinge system. We're so qualified. It's way better than my laptop. It's moving like hell. As you can see, it's crazy. So basically, right now I got three different screens, so I can use it, extend displays, but I can do two things in a two different way. I can extend my monitors, but I can duplicate two and the monitor three. So we can all do that, right? Yes, but can we do that inside of the monitor? Yes, we can. I'm going to show you the close-up menu section of the monitor system separately. But all I can tell you, when you hit the joystick button, you got the dual screen extend, dual screen off, which you can close, and also a clone. So either you clone inside of the monitor system, that way it just becomes a single monitor as a definition, so you don't see two separate monitors when you connect it with the cable. So that's a nice touch because I can do it with my smartphone. I can connect my smartphone. Since the phones does not apply two different screens, separate screens, I can connect my phone, Samsung DeX mode, or I can connect an iPhone. And that way, I can use the touch screen, which much more stable way because the phones are having a difficult time to use the extend screens. And I don't know the phones ever even support two separate screens. So we are going to solve the screen problem of extended for a phone. What you can do with it, you can bend it just like a laptop like this, and you can use the touch menu. And since both of the screens are cloned, you're not going to be having any issues. And you can use the touch screen, touch keyboard with your phone setup. This is ideal for Samsung DeX in my opinion, but I haven't tried the iPhone 16, 15. So last models, I guess, they are using Type-C, right? So basically you can use the iPhone, but I am not sure if it will match perfectly because iPhone chooses the resolution. It has some interesting resolution ratio always, you know it by now. They call it Retina, but I don't like it. They're not really using a fixed ratio like everyone else. So it's difficult to get it matched for the touch screen panels, but That's the problem of iPhone, not the Zeuslap Z14W. For me, I think this is the most productive setup. What you can do with it, you can open up the, like, if you're a broker, you can look for the market and changes. And for me, like I showed you in the beginning, the the Photoshop is here, and the Premiere Pro is here, and Illustrator is here. I am always designing. One side I am editing videos. You can use also like DaVinci Pro. You can get the colors and panels and adjustments here. You can do the same with the Premiere. You can also put your timeline here, and you can, regularly use Photoshop and emails from your main monitor, whatever you like. You can also VESA mount it, okay? Since there is a VESA mount, you can put this on the top of the monitor like this up above. You can create a 3-monitor setup. So that will be an interesting solution, but still it will be high up like this. You can also look straight without moving your head. That could be more ergonomic for you. You can choose whatever you want. But basically, I wasn't expecting this much of a productivity would be so easy for probably a couple of years ago. So it is not just limited with this model. Zeuslap has many models. I reviewed many portable projectors probably last 2 years. So the full HD is far more than enough when you got 2 monitors. You can also rotate them like this and get yourself a vertical adjustment and use it in the Excel files if you got long lists like price and editings and stuff. So this is another welcome. One more thing that I wasn't realized until I used it. If you are using a kiosk, if you are a salesperson, you want maybe rotate the screen to the customer so they can fill the forms with the touch screen, right? So let me just do that. When I do that, automatically adjust the alignment. How cool is that? So it just senses that I move the hinge and then rotate it. It's just like a tablet. Let me just rotate it again. It just felt that, understand that, and corrected the angle. I think it's one of the most ergonomic thing that I've ever had for a long time, and it's getting everything easy. If you are packing stuff, going on the flow, moving fast like me, this is, I guess, the ideal portable working station that you can create. So isn't there any negative side? I might check to that just in a minute. You got to use the power adapter. I just want to make that clear because I've tried it. If you have 2 Type-C port mini PC, like I reviewed early in the channel, because you can also add this to a mini PC and it will be very cool. I might create another short video about this. But if you do that, maybe it will work. But since my laptop has only 1 Type-C port, I tried it with the second USB port. The power output was not best, so it was just going back and forth a little bit. So you got to use the adapter for the best performance. And your laptop might not be even powerful as mine, so you got to check that out. So if you got the power adapter from the, of course, Zeuslap, you won't be having a problem. And the best thing is the power adapter is 65 watts, so it can charge your laptop if you are having a MacBook Mini or M1, M2, M3, and M4 maybe. Also, you can deliver power from the Zeuslap Z14W to your smartphone. That's a good thing. You're going to be charging your phone. That's all nice. So if you ever want to go work around when you're traveling, you're going to only carry your Zeuslap adapter, not your laptop huge adapter. You don't need that if your laptop supports. My laptop has kind of like a RTX 4060 in it and Intel Core i9 13900H. So basically, I don't have a Type-C power delivery ability with my laptop. Shame on me, because I would have wished if I had that. It would be even more portable for me. But right now I'm running from the battery. Device is not charging. In order to do that, you need some laptop to support that sort of stuff. So isn't there any catch? Well, you got to carry the adapter. because it's pulling power out. But that's not a negative, but it's a thing to know. Device is heavy. It's not very light, but it's hell of a lot stronger than your probably best laptop. I wasn't expecting, like, it's way more. Look at this and look at this. It's extremely solid. I can't even move it slightly with the touch. So you're going to see it in the box content section. So basically, it is heavy, but it's solid like a rock. It's metal, that's why it's heavy. But when you carry it, like if you carried 16-inch laptop or 15.6 gaming laptop, it's not heavy at all. But even a MacBook Pro, like if you have carried the MacBook Pro, it's also a heavy device. Like it's literally metal and huge battery. So basically, yes, it's not the lightest thing out there, but for the solidness of this thing, you would like it to be this way. And any other thing, I guess there is no negative that I could find out about this device. And that's about it. So Zeuslap Z14W is for probably people with need of couple of things to do in the same time. But if you're a designer, you can choose the single Zeuslap screens too. If you don't need a touch, you might go 16-inch Zeuslap. If you don't need a touch, you might go 18-inch Zeuslap with a touch. And there are like gaming probably models too, but basically I'm not a gamer. I haven't tested the latency, which I don't care at the moment. This is a productivity setup. If I was planning to gaming, I would probably choose 16-inch model or 17-inch model because a single screen would be better for gaming. But if you're a strategic gamer or like an extended screen needs like for add-ons of games, well, who knows? I don't know your gaming type. You can also use this device with a gaming consoles like Steam Decks, like handheld ones. So once you connect it from the Type-C, you can extend, since it's a kind of like a Windows device, you can extend the screens and you can use gaming here and also browsing here from a portable gaming device. For mini PCs, you might still think a single monitor would be better. It's up to you, but if I get two of these, okay, I would get 4 monitors with my mini PC. It would be interesting. Like mini PCs, I reviewed like GMK Tech M7 Pro and also G5 from GMK Tech, and also I use Geekom A8 at home. They have 2 Type-C or 2 HDMI ports basically. So if you connect the mini PC to this setup with 2 of these, okay, that'll be interesting. Having a 4 monitor packed up in a very small space. And one more interesting thing, if I had another one, think about this. If I move it around a little bit here, think about this. Clone this to this side, and imagine 4 monitors, and in the middle you got your laptop, like 5 monitors working in the same time. How cool is that? And you can create a setup like this. Just imagine. Okay, I'm just creating a setup here. You got a stand, you put the laptop like this, or even a little bit angled to get the perfect height. And imagine another one cloned here. That'll be huge. So I hope they send me another one. Who knows? Maybe they will. Maybe I buy one myself. So that will create another setup. So let me know what you think under the comment section below. As always, I will be leaving you with the box opening, details of the package, and I will be showing you the entire menu of the Zeuslap Z14W. And you'll be probably seeing the back of this setup so you can have an idea how it looks from the back. Until the next video, Home Cinema and Tech Review. And before say hoşça kalın, don't forget to subscribe and like the videos if you can hype. That'll help the channel to grow, to get more sponsors. As always, until the next video, hoşça kalın. And don't skip any parts, just watch the video until the end if you want to buy this thing. Bye. In this section of the video, we're going to take a look at Z14W from Zeuslap. entire menu. So hit the joystick button here on the left. We got brightness, contrast. In the video, I haven't pushed the brightness. You were watching 50%. It can easily beat up this Asus VivoBook over here, which is probably, I've already reviewed with my early Zephyrus model, so it is probably catching the best laptops out there. So it will match your MacBook and your Ultrabook, don't worry. Even if it's the best screen model, it will match with the brightness and the quality. So other than that, we got contrast here, we got DCR off, we got on. As you can see, we got dynamic contrast, if I remember correctly. So it just fixed the brightness there. And other than that, let me just get back from the menu. Another one, dual screen, we got extend, auto, and gravity sensor. I explain all these things. Gravity sensors, when you want to bend the screen, it just realize what happens. And other than that, let's go. The dual screen extend means we can either extend or clone internally from the Zeuslap Z14W. And if we clone internally, it will get one signal and duplicate it by itself. But otherwise, you gotta two separate monitors. You gotta make it from the Windows. So having a nice thing, if you click the center button, the dual modes directly happens, so you can use the joystick dual screen off, clone, or extend. In that case, I'm not going there. I will hit the joystick again. We got a second source, auto, gravity sensor, like I told you. When you flip the second screen up, top, back, that'll also understand the positioning. The color temperature is right now warm. I can change it to, if I hit it, to cool, but I don't want to. Other than that, let's go back. Sorry. And what else do we have? The language, we got pretty much every possible language here. I'm going to go back. OSD position, this is the interface that we are using, so we can use the transparency. Maybe some people love it. Let me just do it. You can see it transparently. It's up to you. If you're a gamer or if you don't want to see this. Oh, I've closed the screen. Let's open it up. By the way, you're going to see the Zeuslap Innovation Leads the Future logo. And it just only takes a second to recognize the screens, one from above and below. That way you're seeing the menu realistically. After the OCD, we got the reset and we got the mute and the volume. Since this is a device of a high-end solution, like if you have a proper laptop, you will probably have a proper speaker or you buy a Bluetooth speaker or whatnot. So basically, you're not going to be relying on this. It will get the job done, but it's not going to be everybody's first choice. And since this is a productivity monitor, I'm not focusing on the audio. It is enough, but you're not going to hear an audio test that will even make the video longer. So that is the full menu of the Zeuslap Z14W. In this section of the video, I want to explain how you tune your Windows 11 or Windows setup basically for touchscreen like this, because we are managing multiple touchscreens. So let me just give you an example. When you touch your phone, there are no multiple screens. You're touching your phone, your icons. But when you're using multiple screens, or you can think of it like a graphic tablet, it's the same thing. If you're managing a touch screen or a pointer, you need to know where you are. For a mouse, that's no problem. You move to one screen to another. But if you're managing a touch screen, let's see what happens. Right now, I haven't matched one another. So when I hit here, touch screen will be applied here. It's like a mouse. This screen's touch menu, managing this one. It's nothing difficult to understand. So when I hit the clock, it works because it's in the same place on the wire. When I hit the start icon, it works. But the rest, you see it? Mouse is actually there. My touch is in this screen, not this, because this is an extended screen, but touch screen is matched to this one. So in order to solve it, you got to clone. So you might think, hey, why do I clone? Let me just show you. So you got to choose duplicate 1 and 2, duplicate 1 and 3, and extend. So this is the second monitor and this is the third. So it looks like this. Let me just double check. Yeah, this is the third. So I gotta match 1 and 2. So duplicate 1 and 2. So you gotta know your screens, which one to duplicate. Right now, this one and this one is duplicated. Keep it changed. As you can see, I got an extended monitor here, or I can do it like this. It doesn't matter, but basically, let's just keep it this way. So I will click here. It's gone. I will also, let's just here, Photoshop, Premiere, Illustrator. Right now, this and that clone. When it clones, the screens and touch screen is matching. So this is how easy you manage. You can use it now as a touch screen device much more easily. This was just a tutorial and a guide for you guys. Otherwise, if this was the first time for you to manage multiple screens with a touch screen combination, this could apply also to graphic tablets. I could even create another tutorial video concept about this. But if you're going to connect this, just Zeuslap Z14W onto or up to a mini PC as an only monitor, so you won't be having this multiple monitor issue. It will just give the screen itself, and itself has already been touch screen as to manage. But when you got multiple screens with laptops like this or MacBook, it should be like this. At least 2 of the screens should be cloned. That's about it. I hope this video or this section gave you enough of an information so you can continue. In the video, I've said my laptop is not charging, but right after, at the end of the review, I realized my laptop was charging. Take a look at this. As you can see, it says battery status 91, plugged in, weak charging, which means it's actually charging but quite slow, but it's still charging. So you can use it on the travel, but if you edit, like use the GPUs internally, I have RTX 4060. If I play games, it will deplete the battery. 65 watts won't be enough of a charging of this device because this device has 130 watts of power adapter. It needs a lot of power. This is a power eater. So basically, if you have an U-type low power consumption CPU from Intel or new CPUs from GPU combination APU style laptops like AMD, if you got a thin laptop like a MacBook or Ultrabook, those will charge. But something like this will charge, but considerably for itself a little slower charge. But still, having the solution with a one power cable with a one single adapter from this device, and it's very compact, it will reduce the total weight, and you can use this in a vacation. Consider this: you're going to a motel, you're sending your emails, leave this behind, and you can charge your devices when you're on the vacation, right? You can go swimming and stuff, and you can get back, and you will have a charged device, at least charged enough to send emails and get the works done enough. So this section is over. In this section of the video, I'd like to talk about the box content, and we're going to take a look at the physical qualities of the Z14W from Zeuslap. So basically, we got two Type-C cables. They are exactly the same. So I'm going to put one aside. This is going to be 90-degree Type-C and the straight Type-C, as you can see. The reason for that, I'm going to show you in the beginning probably of the video. You'll probably already seen. It's going to be connecting to the monitor and going back, so you're not going to be bothered with the cables on the front, and you can hide the cables as you desire. So this is a nice touch. So you got two cables for two monitor connections, as you can see here. Same 90-degree Type-C and regular flat Type-C. So the other cable is HDMI standard and HDMI mini. Again, the HDMI mini is going to be connected to Z14W. So this is a 90-degree angle cable. The reason is, again, cable is going behind the back of the monitor and it will help. And I probably don't need to tell you, this is the HDMI mini and this is the HDMI full size, but just want to show you full size and the mini HDMI. And that's a good quality cable by looking at the specs. So we got a power adapter as usual. It looks like a MacBook adapter. I think it's quite good looking device. So this is a European version since I'm living in Turkey. And as you can see the wattage, and I'd like to read it if the camera can focus. Let me just hold up. 5 volt 3 ampere, 9 volt 3 ampere, 12 volt 3 ampere, 15 volt 3 ampere, and 20 volt and 3.25. which means we are about 65 watts. So we can charge stuff with the power delivery abilities of this monitor, which I'm going to show you in a second. So this is the Z14W dual monitor. It's pretty solid. I haven't expecting this much of a build quality because it's a portable device, but still it's solid. It feels like two MacBook combined. It's a heavy device. That's one of the things, that it's portable, I know, but it's kind of like heavy. But still, seeing something this solid, I could accept this weight, believe me. So beneath, let's just start from the beneath. We got a silicone or rubber feet from one corner to another. As you can see, this is the bottom monitor. This is going to be below. And this is the feet that we open and, create the stand. And at the edge of it, we got like one rubber or silicone feet here, one feet here. So these materials will help you to not to scratch the surface and also not preventing any kind of like slide. And the hinges of here are pretty solid. To show you that, it can hold up the entire device, which is quite considerably, just like a laptop weight. But as you can see, this is a pretty solid. Although this hinge a little bit of giving away, but this don't move at all. It's solid, and it really moves quite, slowly. You can adjust every angle if you like, and I wasn't expecting this much of a solid build for starter. So we got 4 holes for VESA mount, so you can mount it on any VESA mount device that can hold the 2 monitor, and it will increase your probably ergonomic. And this 2 hinges, boy, I've been using different laptops over 20 years. I can't really compare this with any laptop. I wasn't expecting this much of a solid hinge. Let me just show you. It just opens up like a book. But before that, I will tell you that there is a design issue here, a line, and also the top cover is also metal, not just the bottom. I wasn't expecting this. So I will open it up like a book, okay? The hinge is so strong. Let me just shake it and see if it moves. I'm shaking quite a lot, and if you do it to a laptop, it will probably shake 2 or 3 times more than this. So this is quite strong. It feels like this is like a smartphone hinge style, like you're going to be able to do it for thousands of times without any problem. It really feels that way. So I will get it close. As you can see, this is the close-up of the hinge. So you can create any kind of like angle. But most interesting angle, one of the most interesting ones, is put it like this. Since this is a touch device, you can use the touch keyboard and the second monitor. Interesting combination. Probably I won't be doing that, but anyway. So you can put them up top like a 2 monitor like this. That's another scenario. You'll be seeing it in the beginning. So I'm going to close this part. Here we have seen the Zeuslap logo at the bottom, and I'm closing it with a satisfaction of a quality sound. We got a sound output. We got Type-C power delivery and connection, and again another Type-C and power delivery connection. Mini HDMI like I told you, and the power button, and of course the power input. Two of them are for connections, one of them for our power adapter, so we can charge two different device if we wanted to. Like if you have a probably Ultrabook or any kind of like MacBook, or maybe even a mini PC, you can put send power from power delivery ports. That's a nice touch. So we got power button, selection button, and the joystick that we can move back and forth so we can control the device. So this is the side part. And I just want to show you the close-up of a cable, how 90-degree cable makes sense. When you stick this on, the cable looks like this. It goes back. So you can rotate around and connect your laptop, and then you're done. The cables are at the back, and on the front you're going to have a clear, very clear space. And that's about it of the box content ZW14 from Zeuslap.